Like many of you, I love Star Wars. It's that galaxy far, far away where seemingly anything is possible. But I've got a question, a little bit of a controversial one, but has the Force ruined Star Wars? And before you come at me in the comments, hear me out. I'm not saying that the Force itself is bad. Not at all. It's that mystical energy field that binds the galaxy together. It's a huge part of what makes Star Wars Star Wars. But what I am saying is that, especially in recent times, the way it's been handled has made it a bit boring, a bit predictable, maybe even a storytelling crutch. So today, we're going to be diving into why an overpowered Force just sucks the life and the stakes right out of Star Wars, and how Star Wars is at its best when the Force is mysterious and operates in the background. So if you enjoy this video, please consider giving it a like. A subscribe to the channel would be lovely, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below, but wait until you've watched the video first. You know that moment in a story where everything seems lost, and then suddenly, with no explanation, some sort of divine intervention just comes in and saves the day? Well, in Star Wars, they tend to wear a Jedi robe. And don't get me wrong, the Force should be powerful. It should influence events, but when a character suddenly manifests a brand new power, incredibly convenient power at the right time, when the plot needs it most, no prior setup, no evidence of training, just suddenly know that specific skill they need for that specific moment, it just feels a bit unearned. It's like the writers sort of get themselves into a corner and they go, well, we'll fix this by having a new Force power. Just think back to the original trilogy. The Force was potent, yes, but it was often subtle. Like Luke blowing up the Death Star, he heard Obi-Wan's voice, a subtle nudge, use the Force. In Rogue One, Chirrut, he's not a Force user, but he's attuned to it, and he uses it in a way that just influences events. It's about faith, it's about focus, and heightened intuition. It's powerful thematically without giving an instant win button. When the Force becomes this sort of Swiss Army knife of various skills and plot-resolving powers, the tension kind of deflates because you're just like, oh yeah, the Force will sort it out. So following on from that, we've got, of course, the power creep. It feels like every single new Star Wars project has to shoehorn in some sort of brand new Force power which ups the ante from what Force users can do. We've gone from lifting X-Wings out of a swamp, which, yes, very, very impressive, to being able to stop entire First Order transports, just plucking them out of the air with a wave of a hand, or Emperor Palpatine doing his best Emperor Ming impression just from his armchair. Okay, that one's not canon, but you kind of get the idea, right? When Jedis can do literally anything, and those everythings are increasingly godlike, like, where are the limitations? Like, where are the stakes? If the Jedi or Sith can heal fatal wounds, survive being cut in half, Darth Maul, or project their consciousness across star systems, then physical threats, injury, death, there's just no impact. It turns these characters from space wizards, wise sages, samurai warriors into, well, superheroes. And Star Wars, at its best, isn't a superhero story. It's the hero's journey, yes, but it's not the MCU. Again, look at shows like The Mandalorian or Andor. Din Djarin cannot just force push his problems away. Cassian has to use his wits to actually overcome his problems. And when Grogu, the one Force user we have in The Mandalorian, actually uses his powers, it's used to great effect, but we see consequences. It drains him. And that sense of limitation, the Force being something truly special and taxing, is often missing in a lot of Star Wars projects when we get this ever-expanding list of superpowers. And please, let's not talk about midichlorians.
What are midichlorians.
And finally, my biggest gripe is the Jedi and Sith obsession. We have a galaxy with trillions and trillions of beings, with unique cultures and diverse planets and all of these things, and it always constantly boils down to one family and their problem and ideological pissing contests between a few dozen space wizards with laser swords. Like, we're essentially being asked to invest all of our emotional energy in the squabbles of the 1%. Just think about that for a second. How many times has a major galactic conflict been solved not by the armies, but by one Skywalker dueling another, or Jedi Master confronting a Sith Lord? It makes everything feel a bit secondary. Like, the rest of it doesn't matter as long as Darth Vader throws Palpatine down a reactor shaft. And often these elite Jedi aren't actually particularly good at their job, especially the prequel era ones. Like, they're dogmatic, emotionally stunted, and they're completely blind to a Sith Lord pulling all the strings right under their noses. Sympathy is kind of a hard sell to be invested in it. And this is why shows like Andor, Rogue One, even Skeleton Crew are so refreshing and frankly just a lot more compelling. They show the galaxy from the perspective of the 99%, the spies, the soldiers, the smugglers, the pirates, the children, the ordinary people caught in the crossfire, or those choosing to pick up a gun and fight without the help of space magic. Their victories, they feel earned. Their losses hit harder because the Force isn't there to conveniently save them or make them invincible. It's their courage, it's their desperation, their humanity that drives the story. The Force can be a background hum, a spiritual belief like Chirrut in Rogue One, but it's not the main character. So has the Force ruined Star Wars? I mean, ruined, never a strong word, and I do say this with my tongue firmly in my cheek. I love Star Wars, but I do think an over-reliance on an ever-expanding, all-powerful Force as a plot solver and an almost exclusive focus on a handful of individuals who can wield it has sometimes made the galaxy feel smaller, the stakes lower, and the stories less relatable than they could be. The magic of the Force for me was always its mystery, its subtlety, its thematic weight, rather than its raw power output. And the best Star Wars stories increasingly seem to be the ones that remember that, the ones that show us the grit and grime of the galaxy, and where their hope is a choice and not a superpower. But hey, like, listen, that's just my take. I at this point, feel free to go crazy in the comments and let me know if you think I'm talking absolute rubbish or if you agree with me as well. What's your favorite moment in Star Wars that doesn't involve the Force? And if you've enjoyed this video, again, please consider giving it a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm working towards 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so I'd love to have you on board as well. I'm going to put all of my social media links in the description as well. Come and join the Discord too, where we talk about geeky things quite a lot, and I have my own podcast, The Geekatorium, on here, which you can check out as well, where me and fellow comedian Matt Blair discuss the stuff that we have been watching. We've been off for a wee while because I've been ill, but the last couple of episodes we do talk about Andor, and we both loved it. But thank you for listening.